The setting is a desolate, overgrown ruin of what used to be New York City. The air is heavy, not with pollution, but with an oppressive silence. In this world, noise is a death sentence. The dominant predators here are the death angels, creatures of unknown cosmic origin, blind but equipped with hypersensitive hearing and indestructible armor plates. They have successfully hunted humanity to the brink of extinction. But on this particular night, something else has fallen from the sky. A bioorganic vessel, dripping with slime, has crashed into the silent streets. It does not carry soldiers or technology. It carries cargo. Inside the wreckage, bathed in a low, ominous mist, sits a solitary, leather-like egg, the Xenomorph. It waits, dormant, sensing not sound, but life. The stage is set for a biological catastrophe. We are about to witness what happens when the universe's most perfect parasite, the Xenomorph, invades the territory of Earth's most indestructible hunter.
A death angel patrols the crash site. It moves with terrifying precision, its massive armored limbs stepping softly on the concrete. It senses a disturbance, a vibration in the air that doesn't belong. It stops. Its headplates shift and twitch, listening. 10 meters away, the Xenomorph peels open. The sound is wet and sickeningly visceral, a stark contrast to the dry, metallic silence of the city. The Death Angel's reaction is instantaneous. It launches itself forward, closing the distance in a blur of speed. At the same moment, the Facehugger erupts from the egg. This is the pivotal moment. The Facehugger is designed to leap at a victim's face, wrap its tail around the throat, and subdue them. But the Death Angel has no face in the traditional sense. Its head is a vault of shifting chitinous plates, harder than tank armor. As the Facehugger strikes, the Death Angel's reflexes kick in. The armor clamps shut, sealing its oral cavity. The parasite slams into an impenetrable wall.
The Death Angel, confused and enraged by the physical assault, grabs the Facehugger with its massive claws. Its intent is simple: crush the intruder into silence. The creature's grip strength is enough to tear through steel, and the Facehugger's exoskeleton begins to crack. But this is the Xenomorph's ultimate defense mechanism. As the Facehugger is crushed, it bleeds. The blood of a Xenomorph is concentrated molecular acid, a substance so potent it can eat through the hull of a starship. When this acid sprays onto the Death Angel's chest and neck, the dynamic of the fight changes instantly. The Death Angel's armor is bulletproof, fireproof, and impact-resistant, but it is still organic matter. It is not acid-proof. Smoke hisses into the air. The armor begins to liquefy, bubbling and melting away to reveal the raw, sensitive flesh beneath. Overcome by a pain it has never experienced, the Death Angel makes a fatal error. It screams. The armor plates on its head flare open to release the sound. In that split second of vulnerability, the dying Facehugger thrusts its ovipositor not into the mouth but directly into the melting, exposed wound on the neck. The implantation is violent, messy, and successful. The Death Angel does not die immediately. It falls into a coma, its hypermetabolism trying to heal the acid burns. But deep inside its chest cavity, a nightmare is growing. Normally, a Xenomorph embryo, the chest burster, takes on traits of its host through a process known as the DNA reflex. When gestating in a human, it adopts a bipedal stance. When in a dog, it becomes quadrupedal. But inside a Death Angel, the embryo is exposed
to the genetic code of a creature built for total war. The embryo adapts to the host's incredibly dense bone structure. It realizes that speed alone is not enough. It needs armor. It begins to absorb the host's silicate deposits, hardening its skin while still in the womb. The gestation period is longer than usual, as the creature needs time to construct an exoskeleton that mimics the Death Angel's invulnerability. The result is not just a parasite, it is a biological upgrade.
When the birth finally happens, it is explosive. The creature that rises from the corpse of the Death Angel is a terrifying fusion of two apex predators. We call it the Angel Morph. Standing nearly 9 feet tall, it retains the biomechanical aesthetic of the Xenomorph, but lacks the smooth, domed head. Instead, its skull is encased in heavy, jagged plates of black armor that shift and click like the gears of a machine. It has no eyes. It does not need them. Like its host, it navigates the world through echolocation, but with the added predatory instinct of the Xenomorph hive mind. Its limbs are elongated and tipped with the slashing claws of the Death Angel, capable of shearing through metal. Yet it moves with the terrifying, silent grace of an alien. It possesses the Xenomorph's iconic inner jaw, but this secondary mouth is now powerful enough to punch through concrete. It is a tank that moves like a ninja.
This hybrid represents a scenario where humanity has zero chance of survival. The Angel Morph has eliminated the weaknesses of both its parents. If you attempt to use high-frequency sound to disorient it, the Death Angel's only weakness, the creature does not just cower, it adapts. The Xenomorph intelligence allows it to identify the source of the sound and neutralize it, perhaps by using its acid blood as a ranged weapon. If you try to use fire, the Xenomorph's weakness, the heavy armor plating deflects the heat long enough for the creature to close the distance. It can hear your heartbeat from 3 rooms away. It can smell your fear. It can hide in the shadows of the ceiling, waiting for you to make a sound. The collision of these two species has created the Silent King, a monster that doesn't just hunt for food, but for sport. In the silence of the New World, this is the only thing left, screaming.